Man, what up, people? Man, I think I'm gonna start coming in the office more. I don't know. Uh, I don't use the office enough, but you know, I should. Oh, you got cheeses in the chair. Welcome in, everybody. Let's get this thing going. So we're not here for a long time, but be here for a good time. Let's see. Let's see if we're gonna get some people here tonight, or whether we're gonna kill it tonight too, because we don't know what it's gonna be. Let's see. I think I need to put some more. Hey, Stephanie, what's going on? How you feeling today? How was your day? Man, my day was actually pretty good, man. I ain't have no complaints today. None. It was chill. No complaints or anything. So now I'm just chilling. Trying to figure out how to lift this chair up. I'm in the office today, and I'm trying to see how to use my wife's chair. Here we go. I felt like I was sitting low. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, today was a chill day. I'm gonna go down here and I'm gonna do this little podcast and have some fun, and then go eat some dinner. Got a cool little topic for tonight. It's let me drop it in there right quick. Let me drop it in here so everybody know. I'm shooting this out to some people right quick. Let me see where Busy at. Star, what's up, baby girl? What's up? Come on up here. Right? He probably is that damn Chipotle. That's where he was the other day with a whole little club up in there. They were jamming some music up in there.
Hey there.
What's up, darling? How are you?
I'm doing good.
Yeah,
How are you?
man, I'm chilling. You know, got me a little glass of wine. I'm chilling.
Yes.
Mhm. What you got going on?
I am snacking on some cucumbers and tomatoes and some balsamic vinegar dressing.
Okay, healthy.
I know, I'm trying.
I- as soon as this over with, I'm
Look,
about to go downstairs to go eat some damn oxtails.
listen, look,
Hey, at least I
oxtails or
got some cabbage.
chipotle. You got some cabbage, yeah, you
Yeah,
got some veggies in there.
yeah. We got Stephanie peeking in. Stephanie is in the house. We're just waiting on some more
Hey,
people to come
Stephanie.
through. So make sure you
Okay.
guys like, share, and all of that good stuff. Grab that little daily heart me up there at the top. And we're gonna have fun here in a second, man. Just gonna wait on everybody to come through. I'm in a different place. I'm in my wife's office. I call it my wife's office, but because she be in here more than me. Um,
You comfortable?
I am comfortable. I am very comfortable.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, they're downstairs. Yeah, yeah. Her and her best friend down there about to watch a movie and all of that stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna chill out in the office. Let y'all let y'all hang
Yeah.
down there. It's
Told
actually
you I was
pretty
gonna come
fun.
and hang out with you.
Huh?
Hey,
You said what? I didn't hear what she said.
what about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What you say now?
Okay. I had to put my phone on do not disturb because when I want to do something, people want to call. Like now you want to call?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I'm busy.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me share this out to some more people right quick so we can get this thing going. So we ain't here for a long time playing around with folks. Let me see. All right, where everybody at? Come on. Let's see. Create. What's up? What up, people? What up? What up? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, everybody. Let's see. Where big guy at too?
And where is he?
Yeah, I don't know. I just sent him an invite too. Yeah, I'm just sitting here sharing it out to everybody. Get it going. Yeah, 'cause I'm real curious to see what people are going to say about this topic tonight. So it's going to be.
I know. I looked and I was like, ooh, the timing of this topic.
Got it. Look, I'm just
Look,
kidding.
you know what came to my head when I saw
What?
it?
What's that?
I said what I said.
Right. I said what I said now. Damn it. Kimberly, welcome in. Welcome in. Um, yeah, this is. I said what I said. Nah, but I don't know, man. That's a real thing, though. It's like when you agree to disagree. Are we avoiding it? Are we avoiding something? Is it, I don't know. I think it's just quite interesting.
It could be, depending on the person, the
Yeah,
topic.
yeah,
Um, but then it's also like respecting people's perspectives.
true that.
But then again, I can disagree with your, perspective, but it's like, I'm gonna leave it like that. I said what I said.
Yeah, I mean, but like the topic is agreeing to disagree actually mature or just avoiding the truth?
True,
Mm,
true.
yeah,
Because you know how people are about conflict. I don't think
yeah.
nobody, well, I'm
I
not
don't
gonna say
think it's a thing
nobody.
about conflict. I think it's more of a thing of just it's all about how you present it, whether it's going to end up being some type of conflict, in my opinion. Um, I don't know. Yeah, like Stephanie said, everyone got a different truth. Everyone has a different truth, you know. So it just depends on what that truth is. But who knows? um, but I will say that not every disagreement needs a winner. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what we tend to focus on so much is someone trying to win the conversation. You know, not everything needs a winner. Sometimes it just needs some understanding of the other perspective. To sometimes it's just simply compromising with things and being considerate that that particular thing could be something that's really affecting that person. True, like Stephanie said, yeah, sometimes all they want to do is be heard. That's really what it gets down to. A lot of people want to be heard, and a lot of people are not being heard because they're overlooked by everything, right? Um, we'll let a few more people roll in. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the 100 100. Make sure you guys are grabbing that little Daily Heart Me at the top. We're about to have a good time. We ain't going to be here for a long time, but we will be here for a good time. Um,
Marlon.
hmm.
Okay, I just want to make sure you can hear me. Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. Constance, what's up? You at work? Where you at? Thank you for the daily heart, Miss Stephanie. Where you at, Constance? You at work? Tell me you off so you can come and participate today. Lord Jesus. Hey, I ain't mad at you though. You stay on that grind, man. I know who to call when I need to hold $1.22. Shit. When I need $1.22, I'm gonna call you. Look. Yeah. Man, yeah. Well, yeah, it's a good little topic, everybody. We got everybody rolling in. I appreciate everybody coming in and tapping and grabbing that daily heartbeat, right up there. So appreciate you. Yeah, I be slaving too, man. I had to go in for a couple hours today just because I'm short on people. Yes, Star, I did say it. I'm sure.
I knew you were thinking about me.
Yeah,
The head went back. I was like, oh boy.
yeah. But luckily, I hired somebody else, so it's all cool. You know, it'd be like that sometimes. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Like big guy might be rolling in here in a minute.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me send it out to him one more time. There. But yeah, you know, I think I think I don't think everybody always ever gonna agree on everything. It's about being respectful though. That's the biggest part. Being respectful. Ooh, I'm laughing because so I bought my wife this desk, and this desk lifts up and down. Right? I ain't never lifted it up. I put it all together, but I've never actually did anything with it. This is pretty cool. I'm such a big kid.
I actually want one of those.
Yo, this thing is pretty fly though. You know what I mean? Like, let me see. Like you got the little, you got the screens and stuff. Like you push this little button, and it
Ah,
lifts up.
yeah.
So it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's funny. I put it all together. All I did was make sure it worked one time, and that was it. So
Big guy is here.
What's going on, everybody?
what's up, man?
Hi.
How you doing?
Hey, man, we chilling, man.
That's what's up.
You
That's what's
rolling?
up. Nah, I'm parked for the day, man. I ran my time out getting here and all the other type mess. So
14 hours strong, huh?
yeah, I'm still a couple hours out, but I'll grab it 4 in the morning and be there before they open the door.
Oh, it's not that far away. About what? Set from? So what? They're not. That's only because you go. You say you're going to Ohio, right?
Uh, no, I gotta go to Pennsylvania. I got 127 more miles to go.
Wow, short time, 2 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2 hours 20 minutes.
yeah, that's short time.
Yeah.
Hmm. Shoot, man.
Hmm.
Glad you're able to join us today.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so let me get over here. See what's
Yeah,
going on.
hey, I can tell you what it ain't. It ain't everything and nothing. It ain't everything and nothing. Shit, if it was everything and nothing, that would be a whole different type of conversation. Whole different conversation. Hmm. Miles Farmer, welcome in, welcome in. Um, yeah, we got man, like I was telling Star and Stephanie earlier, man, we got a good little topic tonight, man. We ain't gonna be here for a long time. Just gonna smash it real quick and keep it pushing.
Right.
Let everybody get back to their day. But let me drop the topic down here again. I don't know where Gwen at. I ain't seen her in a minute.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I tried it out to her. See, Stephanie's back. Um, so, yeah, the topic for tonight is disagreeing. Is agreeing to disagree actually mature or just avoiding the truth?
Absolutely not.
Oh yeah.
I read that earlier today and I thought about it. I thought as soon as I read it, I was like, absolutely not. You may even know where I'm gonna go with it, but I'm
I
just
got a feeling.
yeah, no. People can, you know, you view things, you view things differently, and you voice it, even though you may have the same outcome. Your paths might be different. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
we can agree to disagree that we both gonna be in Pennsylvania tomorrow.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, the road you take might be a little harder for me than for you, and vice versa. But we
Right.
still gonna get there. We're in agreement that we're gonna get there.
Yeah.
Meaning that, we agree on something, but maybe not everything, but
Yeah.
we agree on the common denominator, which is the outcome.
Okay. Let's see.
So,
Constance said agreeing to disagree to her is mature because it's actually avoiding an argument for no reason. You have to be respectful of others' perspective at the end of the day. Okay. Um, I think even when I was putting this topic together, I think one of the real questions is, do we do it to protect our peace or protecting comfort?
hmm. Again,
Life can
that's
never make it simple.
yeah, that's to me, that's it can go different ways. It could be
Yeah.
both
What's
both
going
of
on,
what you
party
just
people?
said. What's
What's
happening,
up,
buddy?
Silk?
I can't call it.
Yeah,
Everybody doing good?
Yeah, man. Everybody good. Know what you were saying, big
That's
guy?
what's up.
that it could go either way to what you just said, or it can yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Uh,
um, so thinking about it, right? Anybody that's just joined us, welcome in 100 podcast. Topic for tonight is agreeing to disagree, actually mature, or just avoiding the truth. Um, at what point does it become like an emotional avoidance?
The other part of what I was gonna say, it could be used to just simply keep the peace. So just saying
What's
hi.
up, D?
I have a guest seeing family.
Hey, man. Steady in the prayers, brother. Steady in the prayers. Good seeing you too,
Exactly.
man.
Exactly. Prayers up for you.
Good people, man. Good people.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry for the loss.
yes, yes. Much love, man. We all gonna hang, man. We already got that in the works. So we all gonna hang, bro.
Mm, mm.
I think I lost Star. Um, oh, she's back.
Yeah,
Cool,
I
bro.
got it.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Um, like I said, when does it become emotional avoidance? I think it becomes like more of an emotional avoidance when you just constantly never want to deal with anything that you're faced with, right?
Mm,
You're in this relationship and whatnot, and you're like, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with it. And you keep pushing it off to the side. That's because you don't want to deal with the emotions that's going to be behind that particular conversation or segment of your life with that, right? Um,
mm,
and that's where it in itself becomes unhealthy, in my opinion. You know what I mean? It becomes unhealthy at that point because that's just going to be pent up baggage that you're going to have. And let's say that this relationship never doesn't work out, right? If this
mm,
relationship doesn't work, you're going to carry it into the next. Let's say the relationship does thrive on. There's always going to be that harping part of the relationship that never has a finale. You know what I mean? Um, Yeah, like Constance says, now if you're constantly avoiding it, yeah, you're not being held accountable.
Big A
I
word.
mean that that big A
Yeah.
word, man, accountability. I think that's probably one of the biggest things that especially all of us at this big age, man, we have to do better with is accountability. It's
But see, what the thing with accountability is something of self-reflection. So you could be in a relationship and you're, on this topic that you're saying, like, are we avoiding it um, for our peace? And it could be that two things can be true, or are you being mature? But a lot of times I feel, Big Guy was talking about earlier, is like that journey. Like my journey to get to where I am with you right now in this situation, I have a history. And if
Mhm.
you don't know my history, and if I haven't dealt with my history, it's going to come up in the present. So, you see what I'm saying? Like, then, you haven't dealt with it internally, taking that accountability, and now it's causing issues. And we can't talk about it because I haven't even dealt with it yet.
Got you. So let me ask this question: can two people truly build together while seeing major issues differently? Welcome in, Keita.
I think those people have to have an understanding of the goal. Big guy said that too. Like we meet in Pennsylvania. We
Okay.
have the same, eye on the same target. Because
Hmm.
if you're not on the same page on the alignment of that, then you can't reach your destination. However, I do believe it is healthy when you get to the point where you see that, because then, when you're having this, this journey of growth, self growth, um, sometimes you leave people in your circle behind and you just can't be involved with them. Not that you don't
Mhm.
love them, but it's like I can't sit here and linger around and not shine or not grow because I'm waiting for you to catch up.
Hmm.
You don't want to get to the point where it's debilitating.
Hmm.
Right. 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 No, I definitely agree with that. Welcome up, Keita. Welcome up.
That was an
Um,
accident. Sorry. I was trying to tap and look at my screen.
oh well, you're here now.
You right where you were meant to be.
Oh well, you're here now.
Got him.
Mhm.
Got him.
My bad.
um.
Yeah, right where you were supposed to be.
Hey, there you go. You
I'm
heard the guy
working.
said you where you supposed to be at now. Don't
That's
argue
right.
with that guy.
That's right.
Give me that look at.
Uh huh.
um. So, what do you guys think about this? Right. So, does maturity mean compromise or standing firm?
Hmm. Both.
Again, I think it's all perspective as well. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Um.
Better said.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I think you have to know where you stand. I don't think there's anything wrong with having an opinion or the values that you're standing on. The thing is to be able to identify if that person has the same values or yours. So that goes back to the question you were saying, Marlon. Like, can two people, journey with this together? And the thing is, if you have not determined if you guys have the same values, because I've seen this, people get in relationships, they don't, the core values, they're like total opposite,
Yeah.
or they haven't even talked about it. And now you mad because one person doesn't want to do a certain thing that you want to. And, especially when you get in relationships, well, I would say, especially when you're getting married, those things should not be questions when you get married.
Mhm. Right. Yeah, I mean, because those are, I mean, and that's why I put the accent of major issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you build with major issues? But I think we have to go down and we have to define a little bit what's a major issue. Um, I think a major issue could be something like, I'm not gonna say kids are an issue, but I think parenting styles is an issue. And
Mm-hmm.
not saying issue as a bad thing, right? But parenting styles of how you parent is, I think, a major aspect of relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, because we can go down a rabbit hole with that too, because that can all stem from how you were raised, how your household look, all of those particular aspects of it. But that's a major issue. So can you build off of that? Another major issue is somebody who's bad with money. That's major. You're talking about your livelihood here, and if you got somebody who has a gambling problem, you know, uh,
Come
that
see
could
me
be
when you're rehab after you get out of rehab.
right. See you at the Gamblers
Mercy,
Anonymous.
God.
I'm just saying.
I mean, because I don't know. I think that I think it's just where you're at and stuff.
Those are major things, Marlon. I mean, you
Those
talk
are
about
major. Those are
religion. I remember seeing, I know this reality TV, but I remember the lady, she married a guy that was Muslim.
yeah. We
They
always talk
had,
about that.
you talked about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they had a kid and they were like butting heads. And I'm thinking, like, wait, you knew this man was Muslim. He doesn't celebrate Christmas, he don't celebrate those holidays. So, how is this a huge
There he
argument?
is. Oh,
Hey.
he cammed up.
So, religion, kids, parenting styles, money stuff, those are huge things. I personally feel if you're not, you can only grow with that if someone sees that, you know, one or the other person method is going to be helpful in the growth in that relationship. Because if
Absolutely.
not, it's going to be war all the time.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. No, absolutely. I mean, it's it's again, it all really boils down to that perspective. You know what I mean? Shay, welcome in. I'm trying to figure out how another way to kind of spin it. I'm gonna circle back to that one because I try nicely not to step on people's toes and whatnot. So, but welcome in, everybody.
Wait. Are you agreeing? Are you avoiding the truth?
No,
Or
no,
just
no, 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 no. I don't never avoid the truth,
Trying to
but
find a way to say his truth without offending.
yeah. Because I mean, no, I never avoid the truth, man. I don't run from nothing. Hey, I'm like T. I ain't never backed down or ran from nothing. so, so, oh,
the timing of that, I just had to say it.
no, that was good. That was good. Um, when I look at this topic, right, agreeing to disagreeing, actually, whether it's mature or not, you know, me personally, I don't. I was saying in our relationship, we don't agree to disagree. We don't. We just have a conversation, right? We have a conversation. We don't avoid the conversation just because it's uncomfortable. Because I don't want to get to a point where I'm gonna have to me it's a settling of, well, we're not mature enough to come to a conclusion. That's how we look at it. Like we got to be mature enough to come to a conclusion, and agreeing to disagree is not necessarily a conclusion. It's just a way of putting it to the side. And we know with anything you put to the side, it always rears its head again. It always comes back. It never is dissolved. A way to, in my opinion, to avoid all of that is just to say, hey, you know what? I get that. Let's try it. Let's just try it and see. Whatever the outcome is, well, it is. Samantha, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's trial. I think life itself is trial and error, right? Life itself
Hey
is trial and
y'all.
error. What's going on, Sam? You good? Been a
I'm
minute.
good. How are y'all?
I'm like, hey, we good. We good.
I was
How
like,
you
look at
been?
big guy. I haven't seen you.
What's up, sweetheart? How you doing?
I'm good. Y'all good?
You
Oh yeah.
good?
I'm
We
not gonna stay
good.
long. I'm not trying to interrupt. I just want to stop by and say hey to y'all.
Hey, I
You got to
appreciate you, love.
interrupt me.
I'm gonna
Appreciate it.
stay in the comments and mess with y'all.
Hey, come on.
All right.
All right.
All right. Um, but for everybody, welcome in. Um, yeah, I think it's more just having a conversation. You don't have to me, you don't necessarily have to agree to disagree. It's let's try it your way and let's see how the outcome comes. Then we'll try it my way and see how the outcome comes because we both could be wrong. Both of our ways could not even work.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh,
So my
we
question with
just
that, Marlon, is
what's
when
that?
you're saying, so we'll try it. So that to me, that's two people that are open, like, well, I don't know, I'm open to it. But what happens when it's something that challenges your value, challenge like how you've lived your life? Do
Well, I
you still
mean,
say, I'm gonna try it, or is it okay to say no? I mean, like, no.
well, I don't from I can only speak for myself, right? I don't think there's anything that's going to come out that's going to challenge my values because the person that I'm with, we are aligned with our values. You
Okay.
see what I'm saying? So I don't think
So
it's
that's
ever going to come into a point
foundation
where,
right there.
yeah, the foundation is there. Juju, welcome in. Thank you for the heart me. Yeah, it's not going to take upon any stance on that.
Okay.
Um, but there are things that comes up in any relationship that you may not agree on. You know, like I give a prime example. Us going to Greece. My wife was like, "Well, I think we should go and just book these excursions now." And I'm like, "No." I said, "No, we're not gonna book them right now." I said, "We're gonna get them. We're gonna get it when we get there because it's gonna be less." And she was like, "Well, okay." She said, "But so if it doesn't work out when we get there, can we just go through, the ship and do it?" I was like, "Absolutely." You know, so it wasn't necessarily we the agree to disagree was okay. Let me try it how you're saying, and if that doesn't work, then we can try the other way. And the end
Mhm.
result was the way that I was doing it. Again, not looking for it to be a winner. It was our experience because we had some that was booked with like my mom and them that they did through the cruise line. The ones that I did, we had so much more fun because it was just free. You know what I'm saying? It was a free flow on it. It wasn't any stress behind it as opposed to something being more of a structure because this is the cruise line, this is their name on it, this, and this. So we had actually more fun because we got to do a lot more on one that was planned more of an impromptu as opposed to, you know, through the cruise line.
And that
So
goes with personality.
yeah,
You
yeah,
you know what I mean? Because you were like, let's just flow with it. You'd like ease, kind of like go with the water kind of thing.
yeah,
If you're dealing with like with me, I'm like, well, what if we don't get the tickets and I would need
yeah,
that person to balance me out to say, hey,
yeah.
hey, 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 we're going on
Key word.
vacation.
That the
You
key
know?
word you said is balance.
hmm
Balance. Yeah.
Balance.
Balance you out. And then the thing
Yeah,
is like what you're saying too is like not trying to win. So you're not competing with your significant other. It's more
that's right.
so like, I know you. I know you're going to sit here and have the clock and timer, and we're not doing that. And then,
Right.
like for
What's
me,
up,
I
Scott?
would love for someone to just like, hold my hand, babe, breathe. Like we
Right.
want to enjoy ourselves. It's like,
Yeah.
ah.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, let's see. So, because here's some what I like to call some hard hitting questions as we transpire on. So, thinking about the agreeing to disagree. Have you ever agreed to disagree but secretly stayed upset?
I almost want to say that's kind of the part. That's kind of the reason for agreeing to disagree. Like you get the option, like
Right.
shoot, I don't like it. I'm gonna be pissed off for a minute, whatever. God daggone it. But
Right.
but then you have that area of saying, all right, well I'm all right now, so whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
I made an agreement with my dad like years before he passed. He transitioned. And we used to argue, hang up the phone on each other, won't talk to each other. And I'm like, I love my dad. I don't like this feeling. So we decided that we started pinning things. Like he'll say something, and when I tell you I'd be hot, I'd be hot. But I realized that, respecting my dad is like, we're not gonna argue or, well, I won't say argue. We would state our opinions, our thoughts, but we would not do it in a way, we'd do it respectfully. And then if I get to the point where I was like, look, Dad, I'm like, well, can we please put a pin in it? I need to think on this. And then I would, like I might talk to him the next day, or maybe, how the week goes or whatever. And then, I realized like taking that time to step back and it's like, maybe look at it from his perspective. Like,
Yeah.
really try to think like, okay, my dad was born in 44 and okay. So maybe his life experience and things like that. Or I will just, hey Dad, I thought about what you were saying. Let me ask you this to help me through. And that when I tell you our relationships, it was like it blew up. Like we good. We like, you know what, Dad? I don't agree with that. I mean, like, hey, if you want to soak your chicken in vinegar, that's fine. I won't do it. It could be something simple, silly, but then there were some, tough topics, But again, that goes back to how my perspective of it, how I went through it, and with time, you learn to grow and to learn to listen. I think that's the biggest thing is to listen instead of just trying to figure out how you're going to respond to that person. Just listen to what they're saying.
No doubt. No doubt. So that's funny. That actually brings me to the next thing. Is agreeing to disagree easier when you don't really care about the person?
Ooh.
Dang, that's tough.
I had another phrase that came to my head just now. What is that? A non-factor?
Non-factor. Yeah.
It's like, you know what? And that goes back. Who said this earlier? That said that we're protecting their peace.
Now y'all know I'm not a cussing man, right?
Okay.
Man, fuck them kids.
Hey man.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sometimes it's like that. It's like, the other thing too, Marlon. Well, I don't know how many of you are from the South. It was like, what you eat don't make me shit.
Hey.
It's like,
it is. Yeah.
That part. No.
That part. But
I think you do have to have boundaries on like how, because like especially with the temperament of this country, as a whole, it's like you can have somebody. I had someone, because I was lifting. I don't do it anymore, but it was a lady. She refused to get out of my car.
Oh yeah, I'd have took her for a ride.
Yeah,
you would have taken her for a ride.
Yeah, I'd have took her for a ride. Oh, you don't want to get? You don't want to get out? Oh, okay.
Cool.
Well, we should have been all over that back seat.
But I would have been on the news saying that I kidnapped this woman.
Right. Dash cam. Oh man.
I would have recorded that. Oh, you don't want to get out the car? You're not getting out the car? Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll be driving right on up to you to the police department. Number 3, though. Here we go. Does emotional maturity mean accepting differences or confronting them?
One more time.
Does emotional maturity mean accepting differences or confronting them?
Both.
Yeah.
Both. I mean, you got to be mature enough to accept it.
It's
I
really that
mean,
simple.
yeah,
It really is
I
that
mean,
simple.
a lot of stuff is like cut and dry, but people make it harder than what it is because
Yep.
they either want to get their point across, or you got to think like me, and
Right.
that's not the case.
It's not the case.
Well, not
That's
big
not the
guy. What
case.
you're saying, like people want to be, because we said that earlier before you jumped on. It's like people do want to be heard. I think we all
Yeah,
want our voice to be heard. But the
yeah,
second part is true. You know what you're saying is like, yeah, it's like you do want to be heard, but you have to have the maturity, to be like, okay,
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
and
You have
accept
to
what you
have that
said.
maturity level to accept that that person, they heard you out, but they still don't agree.
Right.
And that's fine. That doesn't cause that example that Marlon gave. Where do, do you stay mad, like
Right.
quietly, or
Right.
no?
Like
Like,
I'm like low key still boiling over here.
yeah,
I'm mad, man.
nah.
I'm
I
mad.
mean, just accept it. Move on. Like, next part. What's next?
No,
What do we work on now? You know,
that part.
what do we work
So,
on
Everything's a
right now?
conversation.
so I have a
Exactly.
question. Do you think that people, like you said, moving on, do you feel that people hold on to things
Absolutely.
too
Yeah, you
long?
got to finish. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And if they
So
tell you they don't, that's a lie. They
that's
cap
a
it.
lot.
How does it
Yeah.
show up when you're holding on things? How does that affect?
You'll never
You
know.
become petty.
You- well,
You
that
petty
yeah,
shit. You be like real petty with stuff. Like you
yeah,
like I might go and put that top on put that top on the jar real tight because I know your ass can't unloosen it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like you be petty with stuff.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
another way of being petty about it is covering it and hiding it for years,
Mm.
and then you use it later on in
Yeah.
some situation or something.
You bring it
Like
up.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
So that's
pettiest
when it's like
of it all.
festering. It's
Yeah.
Oh, it does more than fester, love.
Oh man.
ooh.
That thing boil.
That's a whole nother alter ego. Like,
Yeah.
that's a whole nother person.
Yeah. So that's like, let's say again, the topic is, is agreeing to disagree actually mature, or just avoiding the truth. Let's say there was infidelity in place.
Oh boy.
Mm.
Dang, Marlon.
I know. He jumped in, didn't he?
God dang.
Hey, jump in. So let's say infidelity is in place, right? You agreed it happened, but you disagree on the reason why it happened.
Mm.
Okay.
So
So go ahead.
I'll, I'll say this. Um, my opinion only. You know, and it's going to be a little bit, rated.
Go with it.
So, all right. Nobody's dick slides in a
Yeah.
coochie.
Thank you.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And no coochie don't sit
Open.
No.
The person
on
open.
somebody's
Mhm.
dick. You know what I mean? Like, let's keep it real. There was at some point where you could have said, "All right, this is a bit too much," or we've gone way too far. You know,
Mhm.
there was a point where that was, okay to
Yeah.
say, and still, because even at that point you still have committed the wrong act. So
Absolutely.
so to go beyond that point, to get naked, get down to it, like,
Mhm.
you didn't care. You
No.
didn't care. So when we say, "Oh, it was an accident," no, it was never an accident. It was a moment
Right.
of you being weak to the earth of things.
Right.
Period. Like, I mean, you just had no self control. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
You had no self control at the moment. I say that, and I say that the way that I say it, so confidently, and the way that I say it, because I've never cheated on any of my relationships ever. Um, Now, here's a situation where you could say somebody would agree to not disagree, but I've dated women before, and I've been active with a few of them same time. Well, not same time, but amongst dating them, and they felt that that was wrong, and I felt that it was right because we already discussed what this was. We're dating. So
Okay.
now we step on the grounds of how mature are we to handle that? Can you handle that, or
But
can
here,
you not?
see the thing what you just said, that
Okay.
word,
What
dating.
word? Okay.
So people have, because I've talked to a friend, I was like, dating is you're not committed to anyone. You're saying that if Bob wanted to take you to the
Correction.
base,
Correction.
what?
Just because you're dating doesn't mean that you're not committed. That has to be said.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is people have different definitions of dating. Because I
Okay.
have a friend girl that says when she's dating one person only.
Okay.
Right.
See.
So
There-
that's because it's set that ground. Like for me, I'm like, well,
there-
I thought dating was Bob want to go to the baseball game, so I'm going to the baseball game with Bob. David wants to go out to dinner, I go out to dinner with, you know. And the thing is like, but you have to communicate what dating is to you, what you're expecting out of this relationship. And I'm putting air quotations up there because even you're like, are you seeing anyone? And then
Mhm.
some people like, "Well, what do you mean by?" Because with me, I'm like, what do you mean by that? Because it's like, are you seeing anyone? They're thinking, are you in a committed relationship? Do you have a boyfriend? Do you have a husband? So that's what I was saying with that. It's like you said you had already had that conversation with these ladies, but however, secretly they've already said, "This is my man,
That's right. That's
Right.
right.
and he's all
Right.
mine. We spend time together. We do things together." Well,
So
why would
now,
you do that with me if you didn't love me or you didn't like me or if you
so
didn't want?
let me
Whoa.
chime in on that real quick
Okay.
because that's a very important point.
Okay.
When you say, "Oh well, that's my man," I'm claiming him. See, now, even though I've stated what I wanted and how this situation is going to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's still my character is at stake now, because if I know that you want more of
Wow.
what I'm willing to give, then I need to say, well, we probably don't need to do this,
Right.
or we don't need to do that. Everybody's not going to do that.
No.
No.
Well, I can say every guy is not going to do that. That's just me.
Right.
And I'm not going to say that I've never done that and fallen short, because I have. But there have been situations where I've had to say, this is not that's not
It's not
going
working.
it's not
Right.
going to work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that person was a person, like they were an actual candidate. I don't just deal with people. That's another thing about me. I don't deal with folks that I don't see that there wouldn't be something else, or
Right.
something to grow. Like it's,
Right.
if I'm dealing with you,
It ain't just a hit it and quit it. You know what I
exactly,
mean?
exactly.
Yeah.
Not about
Yeah.
separability.
Yeah. So I
Right.
mean, if I'm dealing with you on that level, then I mean, I already peep what I like. I already know what I see.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm hollering at you for starters.
Right.
And
Right.
everybody looks at it like, well, attraction is a big thing. Of course, that's what everybody. If they said it is not, that's not true.
Yeah.
That's I mean, you're lying
Potential
to
is a thing
yourself at
too.
that point. Now, what part of the attraction is? It could be their personality.
Yeah.
It could be their
Thanks
looks.
for the heart.
It could be their body. It can be whatever, but there's an attraction to something that draws you to that person.
Oh yeah.
So, just keep it a buck. That's all I say. Just keep it a buck
Real McCoy.
and be honest with yourself and hold yourself accountable.
Right.
Absolutely.
Not somebody else, but yourself. Because you know at some point, okay, this is gonna work or this ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Let's be for real. Let's be
That
upfront.
part too is being able to like, just know when to cut those ties.
Right. But people don't want to do that because people want what they want
They want
when
what
they
they want.
want it.
Selfish. Very selfish.
But you know what? going back to the whole gist of it, I didn't even ask this question,
What's up,
but this
Miss
is
T? How
actually
you doing,
part of
man?
it. What topic is something that should never be brushed off, that you should never agree to disagree on? That was one. You should never agree to disagree on infidelity and stuff. No, we can't agree to disagree on that. You can't, because that's pointing fingers. That's taking the blame. That's not taking self accountability.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? You gotta take that self check on yourself and say, you know what? Yeah, I did that, and I didn't do. People love to point the finger of why they did it, and they
Mm-hmm.
will point it. They love to point it at the other person.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter what that other person did. Does not give you a reason to go and do that.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank. Period. It don't give you a reason. You know.
Now I say
Topic for
this too.
tonight, Will McCoy, is agreeing to disagree actually mature or just avoiding the truth?
What's up, Rita?
Yeah, she popped in down there, her and 901.
But I say this
Um,
too, Marlon.
yeah.
To that, when you let's say infidelity does happen, right?
Hmm.
Um, and you stick and you stay, then it's up to the person that did the offending
Right.
to to understand that you just broke a level of trust in your relationship that it's going to take some time. Now, if you're asking for that person to stay, then you should be saying to yourself, I'm also asking for the time that it's going to take for them to get past what I did,
Yes.
what I caused.
Just because it's
Well,
off your chest for saying it, admitting it, does not mean that
That's right.
it's going to
yeah,
take me a while for me to see you the
That's right.
And
same.
to
That's
process
right.
it.
yeah,
Right.
So
You know,
you
like
have
we're
to
not going to make up
process it.
sense.
But I got to acknowledge the fact that you've got to go through that since
Right.
I did the offense.
Yes.
right.
So don't think that, okay, well, I offended her, it's over, she forgave me, I'm done. Now we get in an argument, you bring that up, and why are you bringing that up? I can't do that.
Right.
Right.
That's what people
Right.
don't realize. You cannot do that.
Right.
If you chose to stay after doing the offending, then you have to agree to yourself to know that this person is not over that. They're not going to be over that just overnight. They can
Right.
say it all they want, but you have to read into the relationship and know that this is going to come up again. You're going to have to deal with it, and you're going to have to deal with it in a way that's comforting to you, not for me, but for
Hmm.
you. I have to understand that. So it's a two-way street. That's a hard road to ride. The question is do you want to ride that ride? Can
So
you ride that ride?
I love that you said that too. So then there's the other part that I've heard and have experienced is that how you were saying, like, are you still angry and boiling over there? I'm
Hmm.
still healing, right? However, in that time frame, like, what is the responsibility for, since you're speaking for as a man, as a woman, I'm offended now. So, like, when you don't call, I'm like, where you at? What took you so long? Like, when does it get to the point where it's like, you know what, I'm doing too much, or I'm snapping at you, I'm
It's not.
throwing
It's
words
not.
at
It's
you?
not. It takes
Hmm.
a it takes a I'm not going to say a perfect person. I'm going to say a patient person. Because anything you ask me, I have to answer. Anything you say to me, I have to account for. Any
Hmm.
type of feel because see, I created that insecurity in you.
Hmm.
You understand?
Right.
The fact that I did that, I have to be accountable for that. So whatever
There's no
comes with
agreeing to disagree.
exactly whatever comes with the fact that you decided to stay, I have to accept that.
Hmm.
So
Well,
what to what
let me ask you a
extent though?
question. Let me ask you. I'll ask my question after you. And is it Star Dunbar?
Yes.
Okay, Star Dunbar. Go ahead and ask your question. Then I ask mine, and I'm gonna follow you as well.
Okay, okay. The reason why I was asking is wondering, like, because I've known people, the relationship starts going really south because of the woman. It seems like you say you would have to be patient, but I'm wondering, like, where's the tipping point where it's like, are you trying to heal, or are you attacking me now?
Well, again, I have to help you to heal. And helping you to heal is, you know, do what do I do now? If I'm going somewhere and I know that you're going to be questioning me, hey babe, I'm going to such and such tomorrow, or I'm going to such and such right now. Do you need anything? You can reach me. You can do that. Like I've got to again. I gotta go if I still want it, and I'm saying I still want to be with you, and I'm claiming that that was a mistake, then I need to be doing everything in my power to show you that, okay, I'm working on our trust again. I understand what I did. I know what I did. I've owned what I did. This is the way I'm owning to you what I did by doing whatever it takes or whatever you need me to do for you to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay, so
that's not the level of maturity that people are willing to do. So do I find it easier just not to cheat? Yeah. So that way all that won't have to take place.
Then you don't have to worry about whether you're going to agree to disagree
There you go.
on any of that.
There you go. There you
I
Yeah,
go.
love
let me
I
boy.
love to
let
hear
me
Yeah.
that. Thank you
let
for
me
sharing
ask a
that.
question. And this is a personal question, so I'm just gonna put it out there.
Hmm.
Um, you find yourself in a relationship with someone. This person does all the right things except communicate.
Hmm.
The relationship is slowly dying simply because the person cannot communicate.
Mm-hmm.
Do you stick around or try to teach somebody how to communicate?
No, no. My first question would be, why would I even be entertaining somebody that doesn't communicate?
That part. That part.
But
Well,
does
I'm not even.
anything else?
I can like all these different things about you, but if you don't know how to communicate with me, how can we grow? How can we build? How can we thrive if you can't communication is the foundation of a relationship. It's if we're not communicating, that means everything is up for guesstimation. We got to guess about everything. Oh, well, maybe
Wow.
they feel this way. Well, maybe they think like this. So I got to sit here and ponder and wonder what the hell is going on in your mind. Nah, and you're not communicating. I'm not even gonna waste my time. I'm not gonna waste my time dealing with someone that does not communicate.
Yeah. And
Okay.
if you were going to say that everything was going right or all of the things were the right things, you have to ask yourself, were they really the right things?
Right.
Hmm.
Because I mean, if they were the right things, then communication wasn't the problem. It's something else.
Right.
Because you got to communicate with everything else.
That's
You're
right.
communicating, so
That's right.
communication ain't the problem. It's something else.
Something else.
That's why I say you got to be serious. You got to be serious when you are evaluating things and choosing someone, or when you want to be chosen. That's another thing. We have.
Mhm.
Please don't take this as being male chauvinistic. But we have ladies now looking. It's not y'all job to look. It's y'all's job to be found. You
That's
just
right.
gotta we just gotta have some mature brothers out here that's willing to do the work to find you. And not be on no F bomb stuff. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
Right.
just be real about it. There, you
Right.
know, I actually used to be offended when people would say, "Are you a player?" This, that. I'm a player. I don't play games, man.
I don't
I
play
just
no.
give it to I give it to you a buck. Can you
Yeah.
spend it or not?
That's it.
Okay.
Gwen, what's up?
What's going on,
That.
peoples?
What's
Hello,
happening?
hello, Gwen, Gwen.
I can't call it.
Just talking
Look,
about you
that,
earlier, like
that
where's she been?
we got the real. Who is it?
Mama Gwen.
Real Mama Gwen.
I can't see. Y'all ain't got my glasses on.
Lord have mercy.
It's
And
all
that
right.
right
We
eye,
got it out for you. This the real Mama Gwen.
the real Mama Gwen, I'm going to follow you as well. Y'all, when I started this TikTok thing a year ago, I came on here trying to build, no, for numbers. So I'm trying to build a community.
That's right.
So I'm looking for quality engagers. So I go into people's rooms now and I'm looking for people that come up on the panel that discuss, that interact, I
Oh
wish I
yeah,
could
no
go
doubt.
back and get rid of some of those numbers
Yeah.
that
Nah,
I
I'm with you on
got.
that. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, because I totally want a new community and I want a family. I'm looking for a TikTok family.
Well, keep coming through here. You'll find them. Keep coming
I
through here. You're
will.
gonna find them.
I will.
So everybody that just joining us, 100 podcast, we got a good little topic tonight. We got a nice little panel up on the top. Is agreeing to disagree actually mature or just avoiding the truth? So let's look at it from a men versus woman angle, right? Do men and women handle disagreement differently?
Handle what differently?
Disagreement.
I
You
would. I
following me,
would
guy.
say. I
Huh?
would say. I would say yes. But now it seems like men are starting to be the whiners, complainers
Aaron, what's up, brother?
in a disagreement.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? It usually be the woman that they always say, "Oh, she always nagging, she nagging," but now he nagging. So I don't know. I get confused at what role I'm playing now.
I hear that. I hear that. Hi, welcome up, brother. Welcome up.
What's up, bro?
You got it, bro.
What's good with
You
you?
got it.
I think the thing is that because we are two different species, our makeup is totally different. Um, and we think differently, we approach things differently, as we should. You're a man, I'm a woman.
Mm-hmm.
So, however, because we have, the thing is this war between men and women and who's bringing what to the table, who blah blah blah, right? I honestly believe like it really depends on the people coming into the relationship and like what it is that makes them, happy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because you have men hint, hint, that loves to cook. They don't need the woman to cook. I'll cook the food. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And
Okay.
but looking at a different perspective from like a different generation of like what the role is for a woman.
Okay.
So my thing is, it's like if it works for you guys and you guys are happy, do it that way. But I do feel that we're gonna, there is a response difference. We're raised differently. You
So
know,
you agree that men and women handle disagreement differently.
I do believe that it could be some similarities of things, but it's kind of like what the real McCoy said. She was like, the men are whining things. It's like, okay, so you're saying the women, it's like that stereotypical, like, why are you nagging me? Why are you whining? And blah blah blah. But the thing is that we're gonna respond differently, and I don't think that is totally wrong. I mean, if we both are the same, to me, I just feel like the people who are the same in a relationship, there's no one the exact same, and I think that would be boring,
Right.
super boring.
Yeah, it would.
But I do
It
feel like,
absolutely would.
there's, if we generalize and like, there's certain things like, I might suck my teeth and roll my eyes. My guy could do that same thing, but it's gonna be a totally different kind of, vibration with that,
Exactly.
because he could
Oh,
be
it's gonna be
like, because
Exactly.
I
sassy.
see, like, my dad will be like, oh God, here she go again. But it's not the same kind of flair as like if my mom was to do it or my aunt were to do it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah.
It's
No,
getting
I'm
it's
digging
getting
on that.
kind of confusing. It's getting confusing. The roles are. I was talking about this the other day in my room. The roles it's like the roles are all intertwined now. Everybody's doing the opposite of what they're supposed to be doing.
So
So,
that
so now I gotta challenge that. So when we say supposed to be doing,
yeah, there you
are
go.
we? Are we? Is it supposed to be doing is what because of what we have used to being seen, or is supposed to be doing is like how do what is a man? Because I'm assuming now you're saying because of how men respond to things and whatnot. Because
Right.
the question I posed is do men and women handle disagreement differently? And you're saying it's kind of like the roles have kind of flipped a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So is it that men are not supposed to respond with emotion?
Well, the thing is, the men that I've run across,
See?
they respond with like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you just said that." Oh no, and want to storm out the room and and put that on the table. Just table that and leave it there.
I
Okay.
have this thing where it's like, from what growing up, right? That men are not to show emotion, but then the women, we're asking them to be, in touch with their feminine side and be emotional and romantic and all this other stuff. It's like they're human. They have feelings. They have thoughts. They want to be heard. And the thing is, it's like we can't deny a man to express himself emotionally when he's human. So if he's upset, I'm like, really? Did you just say that? And if he has to walk out to get a breather or something, he's like, you know what? We're gonna come back to this later. I'm walking out for a
But
moment. I'm
that's
not
the
gonna see.
problem. They're
I
not
don't
be
see that as like being less than a man because he's
no.
showing emotional response to something that is probably really touchy.
Well, not. That's the thing. We're not walking back and revisiting the topic no more. They want to leave it there, and there now there's something just stuck because you don't have a complete answer. You didn't get an answer from him, or she didn't get an answer from her. You know what I mean?
You feeling like men? You're so basically, if I'm hearing this correctly, and definitely correct me if I'm wrong. You're saying men nowadays are avoiding the tough conversations, and then they just want it to go away, and because you won't let it go away, they get more upset.
Right. I want
Okay.
to continue to talk about it. And we can talk about it later, but it needs to be discussed. It's a subject that needs to be discussed, but you don't want to ever come back and visit the topic. So now I'm like, so what was the answer?
So is it that they doesn't
Yeah.
want to come back and visit the topic, or they've already came back and visited the topic several times, and it ends up still getting the same result, and they're just to a point now where they're like, I'm tired of talking about it.
No, no, don't want to come back and visit the subject.
Okay,
Okay, so I have a question.
go for it.
Well, actually, it's not really a question, it's really a statement. Um, I think a lot of men avoid confrontation because the most time women come up with this laundry list. It's never just that issue at that time. It turns into a laundry list of all the transgressions ever since he left the toilet seat up and I fell in the toilet in the middle of the night and did not tell you to stop leaving it. It turns into all of that. And
Hmm.
if I was a guy, I would avoid confrontation too, because I know it may turn into a whole laundry list of stuff that we've already talked about, we've already gotten rid of, but here you go, bring it up all over again. And I find that when people do that, all it does is stirs up those feelings and emotions that you had at that time. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I think
Okay.
I think what causes it causes for no one to be heard.
Right.
You're not being heard. You know what I mean? He's not being heard because he might be tired of talking about the same issue over and over again. How many times are you going to keep beating that horse? I heard you. You don't want me to put the shoes in the front doorway. I heard you.
What did I just say? What did I just say a few minutes ago, Marlon?
Right.
And what was it? Did it not go back to that point
It went
of,
right back to that.
I'll
Yeah.
hold it. That agree to disagree. I'll hold it and wait to when I use it on my own,
Yep.
or it happens. It happens.
Now, for me, I don't like to carry arguments. I don't like to carry disagreements. If it happens right then and there, let's take care of it and let's move on to the next thing, because I personally, I don't have the headspace to hold on to a whole bunch of stuff. I really, really don't. And I'm not
Right.
I don't like stale stuff. I don't like stale items.
You
If we had it and we talked about it, I'm not talking about this 3 and 4 days later, or 4 and 5 weeks later, or 4 and 5 months later. I'm not doing it. We
sure
got
about
other
that?
stuff to be taken care of. And that's just my
Sade.
humble opinion. That's just my
Go
humble
ahead,
opinion.
her.
But but are you saying like if the if the if it came to a conclusion and you got your answer, or you never got your answer?
There's some times when we're never going to get the answer we want. You're going to get the best answer
There
that's
you go.
available with you at that time, to be very honest with you. And the thing about what we have to somebody's background, baby. What we have to understand, it's not always going to be one way or the other. We're going to have a middle ground that both of us can stand on comfortably. I think the reason why we drag arguments and disagreements out so long is because somebody just needs to be right. And you're never always going to be right because you're dealing with another person who is looking at it in a different way. You know, you can
Right.
look at this, you can look at the same work of art and everybody have a different opinion about it. And a lot of
Exactly.
times it's not what you say, it's what the person heard. It depends on where their mindset was at the time that you brought the issue up. They may just, it sound like Charlie Brown noise. Womp, 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 womp.
I got
Right.
you.
You're right.
Yeah. See, I think Hiram about to come in on something right quick.
Yeah, I was just listening. One of the things that I think, when some of this stuff is you have to learn it in the beginning with the other person, man or woman, right? You don't get into this type of stuff on the backside of marriage or the backside of relationship. This is things that's got to be addressed in the front part. And then when it goes to the disagreement, right? I do think a lot of men don't listen. You feel what I'm saying? If you listen, saying most women want you, if you listen to women and you be able to recite things that they talk about, you be able to address things that they talk about, you still not gonna get the answer. You're still not gonna answer their questions. So you got to agree to disagree, and you got to know what fights that you want to pick. That goes for both sides. And then when it comes to certain uh conversations, or what I'm saying, things that we talk about in the past, I got a rule what I say in my house, like, yo, look here, we ain't doing no imaginary arguing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's imaginary, we're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't have a conclusion, if it's not about something, we're not doing that. But if it's about something that needs to be addressed, then we can do that. But we're not talking about something that happened in 2013 at the Burger King on such and such. We're not doing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't live my life like that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I just be like, I ain't got that much time to think during the day because I got real bills.
Yeah.
So
But so you know what? From what you just said, that means, based upon like you said for your household, that means there's not going to be an agree to disagree. We're going to have a conversation about it, and we're going to come up to a conclusion in a solution.
correct.
Yeah, yeah,
Correct.
and
That's
that's
But
what
I'm
I
that's kind of
like.
where I'm at with on everything when we're talking about the whole agreeing to disagree, and whether that's a mature thing or or exactly what it is. And I, before you guys came on, I kind of gave a similar example of like how my wife and I, we don't, there's not an agree to disagree. We talk about it, we try it both ways, we see what works, and then whatever works.
Correct.
Is it? It's whatever works. Busy,
And we
what's up, bro?
uh, and we move on from that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you got to ask yourself, like, what are we arguing really about? You know what I'm saying? What do we want to base our disagreements about? It can't be about petty things. You know what I'm saying? At all, because all those things that was petty, me leaving the toilet seat up, I know I do. You get what I'm saying? I apologize. I go in there and clean it. I'm cool. You feel what I'm saying? But then
Mm-hmm.
sometimes when you do that, they'll be like, "Well, don't fast talk me. I want to talk about it." Okay, then let's talk about it. Then. You want me to go to Home Depot and get another toilet seat? You know what I'm saying? See, I'm gonna be sarcastic with it. You feel what I'm saying?
What did I
Because
say?
either
You
way it
being
goes,
petty.
correct. But either way I'm
But
going,
the
I'm
thing about
answering all your.
the
I'm
thing is,
answering every.
Wait,
Go ahead.
Star. He's he's being petty about it the way that he's saying it and doing it, but is it not exactly what I just said?
but
When you do
you
the
said that.
offending, when you do the offending, it's up to you to make the adjustments. He's making the adjustments, but he's making the adjustments being funny
Think about
while
it.
doing it.
But the thing is, it's like until you actually experience sitting in a dang on toilet bowl with all your booty and everything in the water with you getting flushed. And, you see what I'm saying? But the thing is, it's like, don't dismiss it. That's all I'm saying. It's like you could, because that's what happens when the argument starts to, to excel to something where, the real mama, I can't see the rest of it. What she was saying is like, let's deal with this so it doesn't be this harboring thing. But I just feel like when people are dismissing and not hearing the person, and then, like you said about like the infidelity, is like, okay, I know I'm doing this wrong, but then why do you got to continue to repeat it? Because he didn't, take it as serious. And I know that's like a small kind of thing, but that's why I feel like it starts to escalate. But all the things that we're saying tonight, it all goes back to the core of communicating. If you actually have communication with a person and understanding where they are and having those values and things like that,
Mm-hmm.
those petty things won't happen. And then, like, with the Miss Real McCoy, it's like when she was like, well, the person's not communicating with me. And sometimes we're just not listening. And that's something with, Hiram said. It's like we're not listening to people because we're quick to like, okay, you know what? I'll just get a new toilet seat. That's done. That's good. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
But it's like sometimes we are getting the answers that the person is telling us. We're getting the answer. We just don't want to accept it.
And
Right. That's the need to
like
want to be right.
like
Yes.
Harem said though, exactly like Harem said too. Is he didn't catch what I had said earlier. It's like, we don't have to we don't have to I guess I won't say shame them, but we don't have to make them feel like that or be petty about it. Is we offended? If we really mean I didn't mean it, then let's show them. I really didn't mean it. Like it's my fault. I apologize.
I'm petty. I'm sorry.
I think it's also about validation. I think
Validation.
if your partner has an issue, it's better if you validate, okay, I hear you and I'll work on it. I'll try to do better, acknowledging it and giving the person validation. When a person feels like whatever issue they may be having, if their partner is not even entertaining it or they're avoiding it, they feel devalued in some way. Because if you didn't hear me, did you hear me? Did you hear me what I said? And
Oh yeah,
you say, well, I don't feel
yeah.
like talking about this right now. I'm just going to go out with the fellas for a couple of hours and I'll wait until she goes to sleep and then I'll come in the house. Okay. Where it could have just been a matter of, I heard you. I apologize, or I'll try to do better. Remember, I'm a work in progress. And that could be for women as well.
No, we
I
said that earlier. We said
Okay, I
we said
wasn't
exactly what
here
I know.
earlier,
I know.
sir.
I I know. Calm down. Calm
I mean, you
down.
like
No, but
checking me and I'm like, come on.
when she
No,
I
did, that
wasn't here.
word,
because
because when she said
because we know
validation,
your
big guy,
thought.
you got up and went straight to the camera like validation. What you talking about, woman?
Yeah, I was like, huh?
But she made a clear point. That is, it's kind of like we do want to feel validated. Like you heard me, you see me, you heard me. You know, it's basically what we've been saying. But like she said, she came in a little later. But yeah, I
That's
know.
all I
Thank
said.
you.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
you
mute
got.
up
I
again.
still got
I'm out.
things.
I'll talk to y'all
Oh
later.
my
No,
God.
please stay.
You
Oh,
know, big guys being petty.
what?
Big guy, you're being petty.
What are you talking about? Oh, Jesus, I can't deal with
You know
y'all.
what?
You know,
I'm leaving, Marlon. Every time I'm too vocal, it always. I'm out.
no, don't leave.
I'm out
Don't
of
leave, big
here.
guy. We love
No,
you.
Nah, bro,
I'm
you
out of
good,
here.
man. You
I'm loving
good.
this
What?
We
conversation.
we love you,
The point.
big guy.
Hey,
Gwen don't like me.
I got something I want to run by y'all and tell me what you think about this since we're on that topic. All right,
Go for it.
women love to sit there and say about communication, right? And men don't know how to communicate. Some men don't know how to communicate, right? And then when the men do talk to them, right, they want it. They have limitations on how deep they want to go because they know about how much they can handle. So I said this to say that. All right, let's talk about communication. If a man goes to the doctor, right, the wife wants to know every single thing. But when the wife goes to the doctor and you talk to her, you be like, "Hey, what's going on? Oh, is this some women stuff? Okay, what kind of women stuff? Oh, you wouldn't understand. Like, but what you got going on? But if a man does that, then it's a totally different thing. You know what I'm
Can I
saying?
can I get
Not
this in?
really. I mean, some things are
Are we
just
agreeing to disagree?
we can, but you have to understand when it comes to certain things about women, and I'm not sure of your age, but there are some things that are we don't we weren't comfortable with sharing with men. Like as soon as we talk about our menses, men are like, "Oh, that's just so nasty."
Wait. Sorry, Gwen. I'm sorry. Look, we're not just talking about men. We're talking about your man. Go ahead.
I ain't got one. Anyway, can I move on?
Lord have mercy.
Look at what
Can
y'all
I move
doing.
on? Can I finish my point?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, like, come on, man. So if women are saying things about their menses or they're talking about perimenopausal, there are some things that men just don't understand. And if I'm trying to explain it to you, and I'm just trying to figure it out myself, you know what I mean? As a woman, I'm trying to figure it out myself. But if it comes to something like the doctor says you have breast to see, yeah, I'm going to tell my partner because he might have felt a lump before I felt it. Or if, if I have cervical to see, it may limit our intimacy. There are certain things that, yeah, we're going to share with our man, but there are other things that we have to wrap our heads around and figure out. And if we don't understand what the doctor said, it's hard for me to translate it to you. But if it's something that's major, that's going to come between us, not really come between us, but that's going to affect our relations, yeah, definitely. Women are definitely going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. But you don't want to hear about somebody got a prolapsed uterus.
Why?
Why not? Why not?
Okay.
They want
So,
to know
so
what it
That's
here's
is.
my
the
wife.
other thing too with this. You also, I'm going into roles, so you have to get, with this. Like women, as the woman, we're taking our kids to the doctor's offices. We're taking care of our, loved ones. We're caregivers, right? So when we're asking men like, what's going on? It's probably like, okay, maybe do I need to change the way I'm cooking food? I'm keeping up with the appointments and things of that sort. Women, our bodies are amazing, but it's also scary. And it's also been, the shame, as she was saying about men's is like, I remember like, starting that so young and just being so ashamed of what was going on. Did not have a full understanding about my body. I'm always having to cover. So again, it's kind of like how you were brought up. And like with men, it's like it was separated. So if you do have a man that's like, no, babe, I want to know, how was your pap smear? It's like, what's going on? But the thing is, it's like, I've grown up was like, oh, you must be on your period. You got an attitude. You got
Yeah, and it
not
makes you feel
understanding.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Right. Now understanding, like, how many stages of this whole men's thing go? And it's every month. So it's not a surprise, So when you have like my son, I remember he was dating a young lady. he, put together like this care package for her. And he would tell me the things that he would do for her. But it also, he grew up in a house with a lot of women. So he kind of knew it was coming fire every which way. But it's not so much, Hiron, that we don't want to open up. It's sometimes it's kind of, having that conversation of saying like, I want to know what's going on in your body. I want to understand. I want to know like, okay, so this phase of, your cycle, this is going on. Are you really going to like understand that? We go through it. I know I have gone through things. I'm like, oh, so that's what I got, the chips, the candy, and the soda. Okay. And then you just forget, like this is part of like things that are happening, and it's hard to explain. And then you think about not the economy, the temperature, men telling women what to do with their bodies. Like, oh wait, so what if your period is on? You can still satisfy your man, and it just kind of like your body is his, and having access to this and not, because I just learned something about perimenopausal and menopause about with your labia. And it's like, what? They can disappear? What are you talking about? Our bodies are so complex. So there are certain topics, it's kind of like, if you really want to get into it, it's a lot. Because like she said, we're still learning. Like when I went to the doctor, I'm like, I knew nothing about perimenopause. All I heard was menopause. Menopause. But it's like this other stuff is like, whoa, wait, this too? Like,
Right.
it doesn't.
And perimenopause could last 11 years.
Yes, that part.
11
You know
years.
what? But I think going back to like what Hiram said is right. I think it's two parts to it. Yeah, there are going to be sometimes where women won't open up, but then I also have to say that there are times where if a man doesn't allow a woman to open up about it, right? It's again on both sides. Men and women both have to create a safe space for someone to want to come to them about those particular things, right? If we're not creating that safe space for someone to feel like I can come to you about it, then I think it goes on both ends. Nobody's going to talk about it. I think both parties will shut down because they don't feel safe enough to discuss that. We can discuss a whole lot of other things, but this should not be one of the things that, again, we agree to disagree on. It should be a thing that we say, okay, now let's just have a conversation about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because in that situation, when it comes to the women or to the woman, a man supposed to know. It's just like in marriage. You always learning, right? You learn it every day in marriage. You learn. And my thing is, let me know vice versa. Now, when I say this, I don't want to come off wrong. Let me know what's going on so we know how to bury each other. You know what I mean? Like we know what's going on, so we know how to attack the situation.
Yeah.
That's communication. That's communication.
Right?
But don't wait till you married to be trying to figure out about a woman's body either, though.
Body, yeah, correct. So
and
one
man,
time,
for us too, for men, vice versa.
Yeah. So one time, and I take my own personal thing. One time, I was walking in the yard in Allendale, and my aunt she came out of nowhere, and she was like, she must have talked to my wife. She was like, "Hey, you better not leave her. You better." And I'm like, "What the hell is she talking about? Like what? Like you bet like that? She's still a woman." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, whatever." You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think like that. I didn't fall in love with my wife because of her body. I fall in love with my wife because I know she was going to take care of me. You feel what I'm saying? And when I say take care of me, I'm talking about spiritually, everything. So I know things can change with anything. That's the same thing with me, right? In the beginning, before I started all this working out or whatever, boom, I was a diabetic. You feel what I'm saying? Men change. Y'all don't understand that men change too. Our testosterone levels go up and go down as we get older. So some things, just like y'all, don't go the same always unless you start taking care of yourself. You feel what I'm saying? So with those things, you got to be able to express that to a woman, because the same way I can express to you, like, listen, just using this, or I got high blood pressure, so I take these pills, such. You know what I'm saying? That it's not the same. It's not you. It's that's me need to take care of me. So the same way, like, I know you get hot at night, boy. I know you got about 3 fans on you. Don't crucify me because I sleep in the other room, because when I sleep in there, my sinuses start acting up. Let's talk about this. So but we still going out to dinner. I'm still gonna answer my phone. I'm right now. I'm still in the man cave or whatever, but my sinus is gonna act up if I got 4 fans on me. But I'm still respecting that. You get what I'm saying? So don't 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 make something that's out of the, oh well, you don't sleep in the same bed with me. You know why? Like, I'm taking sinus medicine when I get in there
Right. Don't
because
make
of
it
that.
more than what it was.
What it
But
is,
that's
if
some
we
of the
already
points
talked
that I
about
was making before. It's like we make small things that we just nitpick about. We know that the man don't want to have 5 fans on him. Where's the consideration for that? Or that the heat is turning up and she's going through menopause. It's just
correct.
simple things to talk about and to share with your partner. We could talk about all types of nasty little things and all of our fetishes and all these other little things. We can do all of that. But when it comes down to talking about what makes my partner comfortable or how to adjust and pivot, just because my man is sleeping in a separate room, don't mean he don't love me. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
but if you
Like, we might send him over there.
yeah, but if you
Just because
don't
your man in Italy don't mean he don't love you.
yeah, if you don't communicate that, in which I don't have those because I'm a communicator. But look here, cuz
Yeah.
I get straight to the point. Like, hey, but look, you got the ceiling fan. You got, but I'm not being sick in here. But if you call me, I'm gonna be in here in a minute with the toilet seat. So just know that I love you, but I'm not getting in there. I'm not messing up my sinuses. You
So
feel what
let
I'm
Wow.
me
saying?
let me
So
let me add this really quick, and this is just a personal experience. I'm not deeming it to be fact. I'm just deeming it to be something that, looking back on it, um, to be my truth. When you begin to sleep in a separate room, a separate bed, you lose something. You begin to lose something. Now, I can't put my finger and say it's going to be this, it's going to be that. I'm just saying, in general, you begin to lose something. That's just been my experience.
true. I think that's I
I
think
I
that
agree with that. I agree
I
with that.
I
I went through that, and all I can say is we were married for 24 years. When all that sleeping in the separate rooms and all that stuff started, it can go down a totally different way.
Yeah, I think that's to the to, like he said, you said, like, it's to each situation, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I could just speak on my behalf, or whatever. Boy,
Hmm.
I ain't even, one thing I do know is I know my old lady and I know me. I don't want nobody else. I'm cool. You feel what I'm saying? And I ain't worried about her wanting nobody else. She cool. You feel what I'm saying? Now, as far as that part, like I said, I can be in here I can take all this sinus medicine, but other than that, I'm not doing that every night. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not, it just can't go down like that every night, because I'm respecting what you got going on and you respecting what I got going on. So at the end of the day, I think that goes to the mindset of the person. It doesn't matter. Like, at the end of the day, as long as you don't fall out of love with that person,
See,
that's that. That's the thing. When you start falling out of love with the person, then that's when all them other issues. I don't care if you're in 2 other rooms down. It's not gonna work.
You can sleep in the
I'm
same
glad
bed
you
with
said that.
somebody and still be not in love with them. So
I'm
let's
glad
be
you
very,
Correct.
very
actually.
clear.
I'm glad
Correct.
you said that, because it wasn't that I slept in another bed because of issues as far as outside the relationship. I went to another room and began to sleep in there because I had gotten sick and didn't want to get her sick. And there was something that ended up messing up with our bed, to where one side was, didn't give the other room. And we were leaving soon, so we weren't going to be there that long. So instead of just getting another bed, we just decided that, we'll get another once we move. But I think that could have been a worse thing, was to continue to stay in another room with, what was going on. That just came up. That's why I
Mm-hmm.
said it's a personal experience, but my experience said sleeping in another room is just, you lose something.
I think sometimes we have to give each other grace and just remember that we were individuals before we were a couple.
That part.
Yep.
And I think we have to stop thinking that just because I become married, I have to lose my individuality. I'm always going to be
That
me.
part.
And that's the part that you love. You love the fact that I am who I am and I fell in love with who you are. You know what I mean?
Right.
And sometimes just laugh stuff off. Some things are kind of funny. They're just kind of funny and you can laugh it off. My ex-husband, my first one, he used to snore. And some people don't like it. It didn't really bother me. But it was one time when I was watching TV and he was in the bed and he's snoring. I mean, he is peeling the paint off the walls. So all
Hitting
I
them
did,
hoes, huh?
so all I did was I turned the TV up a little bit, right? And then he snored louder. And then I turned the TV up a little bit more. That man rolled over and said, "Can you turn the TV down? You're disturbing me." You gotta laugh at stuff like that. 'Cause
Hey, he's
I'm like,
matching your energy.
yes. I'm like, did you
Yeah.
really just say that? And to this very day, and we've been divorced 10 years, to this very day, that was one of the funniest anecdotes we've ever had. It's like, did you
Yeah.
really say that? Sometimes we got to
And
learn how to laugh stuff off. Things are not as serious and as deep. This is the person that you're going to be with when they're not as strong, when they're not as healthy, when they're not as beautiful. That is the person you're going to be with. You got to stop being with the person who they are today and think about who they're going to be tomorrow when you might have to push them around in a wheelchair or you might have to wipe their tail.
Mm-hmm.
and that is in itself is why this topic is so important, because how much energy are we going to continue to put into agreeing to disagree about things, or just say, hey, you know what? Let's just have a conversation about it. Is the whole essence of this whole thing is to get right back to the root of everything is the communication part. Agreeing to disagreeing, in my opinion, is a way of avoiding a conversation. Go and have a conversation. Figure it out. Try different things, but don't just agree to disagree on it. When that means somebody is going to feel one kind of way, the other person is going to feel fulfilled. It will always be an unbalance when you agree to disagree, in my opinion. But I'm not a therapist. I'm just somebody who's been through some things.
But you're right.
in some situations, can you agree to disagree, or is there always a resolution?
It's always a resolution. I believe there's always a resolution, because the resolution is within the communication of whatever is going on, in the act of actually trying to find a resolution. In my opinion, agreeing to disagree is, we're not going to go down a rabbit hole trying to figure out what a resolution is to this particular issue. We're just going to say, okay, we're going to agree to disagree. But to Big Guy's point earlier, before everyone came on, it always ends up coming right back. It comes back up later, because it was
Mm-hmm.
never resolved. But
It
if you
was
take the
just
time to
table.
actually try to get a resolution out of it, regardless of what that resolution is, like if it's, okay, we're going to try things your way to see how it pans out. Okay, let's see how things pan out your way. Okay, and now let's have a conversation to see which way actually yielded the best results.
I got you.
The thing about that is the biggest thing is disrespect each other's opinion. That's it, because you're not going.
And here again, I'm just asking questions. So we both feel different. Yeah, you definitely want to respect each other's opinion. So, it's one person is still left with, okay, yeah, we can see the common goal in some things, but some things that we don't. If we come to a resolution, one person is still left with feeling unfulfilled, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the thing. A person, if you're again, in my opinion, if you're taking the time, and each other are taking the time to talk to each other and communicate about whatever it is that's transpiring, and giving the willingness to say, let's try it your way, let's see what the result is, and trying the other person's way. I don't think there's a way of anyone being unfulfilled, because the fulfillment was trying it for each other's way
Okay.
to figure out what the result is going to be. And if the result was, okay, you know what, the way that you did it, you know what, that actually is going to be better. That's going to move the dial for what we're trying to do. Got it. It's all about how you conversate those things. But if you don't have that conversation, it's like this is a way to force you to have conversations that could potentially be an uncomfortable conversation. Because
Correct.
uncomfortable conversation is those things that you agree to disagree on. Because that means you just don't want to have the conversation. You want to avoid it, like it's the plague or something. Like, nah, I don't want to have that conversation. Nah, we just
Correct.
gonna have to agree to disagree on this one.
Just
You know?
in that scenario, agreeing to disagree. If it's an object, or if it's an objective that you're working towards, and you decide, okay, well, we agree to disagree, but we'll try it your way. Then it's for me to stand behind the way that you're going to try, and not make you feel a certain type of way, whether it turns out right or it turns out wrong, because
Exactly.
you chose to help and assist, and that be vice versa. Don't shame me or don't make me feel bad
Right.
after I decided to, either go my way and it didn't work, or you decided to go
Right.
your way and it didn't work. Know that
Hmm.
I went with you, not agreeing with you, but I went with you to assist you, to try to make a common objective happen for the both of us.
Right.
So,
Mhm.
it's
I
that's
got
where
you.
that's where it can get lost.
Having
Where
that ulterior motive, like, I told you so. Not
exactly,
having that
which
attitude.
is
I got you.
what I did. What I said that earlier, right? Like,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just like with the fan situation, the menopause. Okay, yeah, you women have night sweats during menopause, but the night sweats don't last the whole night.
Mm-mm.
So if you can just inconvenience yourself for a little while,
Yo, so let me answer that. So what I would do with my past experience,
uh
brother, I have a sweater on, I have a toboggan on, I have some socks on, some sweatpants, and I'll be in that same goddamn bed. I'm not. Hey, I ain't
Hey,
lying, Doc. I'm not
look.
lying. I'm not lying.
See, see, that's your solution, right? And,
I
and,
can
and,
see
and in
Straight
so.
my
up.
realm of
Straight up.
things, I have sleep solutions. Because y'all know who I work for, so I got
Yes.
solutions for how to handle those particular things. So
Yes.
That's
I
right.
don't have them, and it happens. Yo, it's going on. But
Yeah.
I be over there at my little CPAP machine, and I just be in my own little world.
Listen, Marlon, I swear I started like, I was like, hey, babe, move your head this way. I said, I got something better now. I raised that bed up like
That's
better, better.
trying to tell you, raise that head up. What you trying, man? Come on. We got solutions.
Listen, the
It's
next
all
morning,
about
like, keep
finding
you up.
solution.
solutions.
No, you
Hey,
good. Sleep
wake up the
number, help
next
me.
morning and be like, how you sleep? Shoot, good.
Ooh.
Cooling blankets. Oh my gosh, that cooling blanket, which
Yes.
your nephew took. It's because I bought him a new mattress. Yeah, he took it, so I got to get another one. And them cooling pillows. Now I got to get the cover for the adjustable,
Okay.
the mattress cover
Yeah.
for because child,
Yeah.
I'm cold natured. Like I'm not even borderline anemic anymore. I'm anemic. But when those like personal summer things she was talking about happen,
Hmm.
nights, listen, it's like okay, I'm single, so I get so wet. It's like it feels like I jumped in the swimming pool in my dreams, and I
I'm
wake up
sorry.
and I'm wet. So I
Mhm.
just take off all my
Did
clothes
you
and get on the
see the
other side.
look on these people's face?
Hey!
What?
This is
Cause
my
I
whole.
gotta do
This is
all of
yo.
this. I be
This
trying
is
to get
my
my
whole sister right here.
I
She
mean,
I'm
just
the
not
fact
she just
that
went
you
on
answering
the
life.
fact that you threw out there, I'm single. I'm like,
I'm
huh?
single.
Oh,
And, you know, I'm wet. And I'm
the
like,
reason why I said that is because, like, if you're married and have a partner, like,
Hey,
they're on the
Lexi.
other side of the bed, so you literally got to get up, change clothes, and all that stuff, and try to get comfortable. No, I just take everything off and hop on the other side of my California king size bed, like,
Go, girl.
and then I'm cold again. So I got a fleece
Exactly.
blanket. It's crazy. I got the fur inside my little beanie cap. Listen, it is crazy. I didn't ask for this, and I'm just like going into it. I thought the darn menstrual thing was enough, but this perimenopause and this pause, it ain't no pause. It's a full-fledged go.
go.
Green light.
It's not fair. Ugh.
You notice
But
all these things that are making us uncomfortable as women always start with the word men, menopause,
right.
Hey,
menses. I'm
but check
like, you
it.
gotta be kidding me.
The guys have the same thing. The
Yep.
guys have, believe it or not, we
Men
flash.
have andropause.
Okay, well,
Andropause is for
andropause
men.
causes flashes, and they be hot as hell. Excuse my
Yeah.
language.
Yeah,
Well,
and it causes for a immense amount. I'm sorry, an overgrowth of testosterone as well. So
Mhm.
sometimes you might see your hair growing crazy. You run into the barbershop every week, whereas you went every 2 weeks.
Oh
Then
yeah,
you
they
got
ain't
hair
never
growing out your ears and your nose.
I'm missing something there. Where's
until they
mine
got
at? Where my
no.
share?
They pushing babies
You know
out.
something.
No, it ain't as bad as that.
And notice I haven't called you that name, sir, above my head.
Uh-oh.
I hear you, Gwen. I hear you.
Thank you.
If I offended you, I'm so
You
sorry.
did not. It's your
I
choice.
meant
You don't want
nothing
me to
by
say
it.
it, so I won't.
I didn't say I didn't want you to say it. I said it was okay for you to say it, right?
This is a sidebar between you and I, darling. We don't have to include the family.
Right.
We
Hey,
can have a
And I know
sidebar
what I'm
about that.
talking about.
33. I love your brother's family photos with the white tees and stuff. He did that. Where he at?
Oh yeah, I like that one
In
too. I told
Brooklyn.
him. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
Yes,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah,
That was nice.
yeah,
Brooklyn
yeah,
back.
yeah.
Yeah. But I ain't seen that lady in a while. I ain't gonna say her name like Beetlejuice and make her pop up, but
Oh, is she around?
Beetlejuice.
why my brother laughing in the background?
Beetlejuice.
Came back like what?
Candyman.
I talked
Say it
to
3
her.
times.
I talked to her.
You did?
Don't
How's
say
she
it three
doing?
times. I'll stay
I,
by myself. I'm
we actually,
scared.
well, not. I won't say often, but we hit each other.
Oh, she busy right now, man.
She
Like
wide open.
Yeah, she
the
wide
houses.
open.
Wide open.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes,
This is the
sir.
buyer's market right now.
Okay, so for those of us in the nosebleed section, can y'all fill us in on what's going on the main stage?
Thank
What y'all
you.
talking about?
Oh,
What
we're
the
talking
hell
about
y'all talking about?
godmother.
What you
I'm
talking
gonna
about,
say it
brother?
one time.
Everybody don't need to know and on panel what family talking about.
Okay.
Well, y'all
Okay.
need to keep that on the side
You know
panel, man.
something?
Hey,
I'm
ain't
gonna
nobody
be
talking
mute.
to you. You be quiet.
I'm getting
Be
ready to go to sleep.
quiet.
Tomorrow is Juneteenth. I got things to do.
Well,
I hope
look.
you bought your t-shirt from a black provider and not AI person from China. That's all I gotta say.
Absolutely not. Mm-mm.
Okay.
I don't have no t-shirt.
I'm gonna be black tomorrow, the day after, next week. I
Okay.
plan on being
Yeah.
black until I can't be black no more.
You have to be proud.
I
In
love it.
fact,
I
I'm
love
gonna be buying my black car tomorrow. Thank you
it.
very much.
Okay.
What kind of car you getting? You ain't asked me if you get no car.
Here we go.
I ain't see you put up no money, so I ain't gotta ask you nothing.
I didn't know I had to put up no money.
Boy, he ain't bought the chocolate cake yet. He is
I
not.
thought,
Man, he don't need,
Peachy Tay.
he ain't interested in this right here. I offered
Hold
that
up,
man
hold up,
$1,000 just to
hold
watch
up.
him, and he said no.
Stop. Peachy Tay. We ain't gonna talk about no god doggone cake up in here today. All right?
Cake
No
number
cake
Okay.
2.
today.
Anyway, it's a
Okay?
Mustang convertible.
Okay.
Ooh,
Oh.
nice.
Which one?
I don't know yet. I'll let y'all know tomorrow when I drive off the
Don't get the
lot.
V6.
Take the
Don't get the
pictures.
goat.
I'll let you know tomorrow when I drive off the lot.
And don't get
Okay.
no electric either.
Would you like some
I don't
assistance
want
in
I
purchasing
don't
this
want an
car?
electric. Absolutely not. Say that
Hello?
again.
Would you like some assistance in purchasing the car? Or do you want to do this big girl style all on your own?
I have assistance. Thank you very much, sir.
Oh, big guy,
Well,
you
he's
can
trying to
assist
say he
me.
down the street around the corner from you. That's what he's trying
No,
to
he
tell you.
ain't. He ain't nowhere in no Connecticut. No, he not.
He down the street
Across
from
the
I
way.
you.
He
was
close.
in Connecticut. Thank
Say
you.
that again.
Ooh,
I was in Connecticut, and I did try to reach out to you, but you weren't to be found.
ooh,
You know,
ooh,
sometimes you got to go and be incognito.
ooh.
Well, incognito.
That's what I was. I was incognito for a minute.
Lord
Mm.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Sister got to make that money to afford that daggone car.
I
Ooh.
heard that.
Cameras for
I
children.
heard that.
All right. So guess what? We got 3 minutes.
Oh snap! I'm late.
Oh man, we just
Mm-hmm.
made 10,000, 11,000 taps, y'all.
Yeah, we just made
We
11,000
needed more
taps.
than
So
that. We needed way more than that.
My
it's
knuckles
Where
are
is
making
Don't
way
Go
bugging.
more
Chasing
than that.
Waterfalls? Hold up. I'm gonna click while where is Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls?
Busy
Guar,
right there. Leave busy
please
alone.
tap, 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 tap. We need taps, brother. We
I'm
need
tapping.
taps.
Leave
I'm
busy
tapping. I'm
alone.
We
tapping.
need some taps. We're
He
only at
calls
Okay,
me
11,000.
can
We
I
should
say
have
busy.
this?
50.
Every time I see your page, I be like, there it goes. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Because it's always a waterfall.
Hey, that's me. That's me. That's me.
Can I say this, please? I am Marlon, if it's okay. I am going back. I took a break from TikTok because I had started working and all that stuff like that. But I'm in the process of a new niche and building another community. And I would love if you ladies and gentlemen
Hmm.
would become a part of my community. Um, I am a natural hair specialist. I've been
Mm-hmm.
natural for 7 years now. And that's what my page is going to consist of, and also topics like this.
Hmm.
And also on Wednesdays, now we have the Boom Boom Room. Now, the Boom Boom Room is different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's going to be at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock on Wednesdays, but I'll be going live at 8 o'clock Sunday through Sunday, except for on Wednesday.
Is
Okay.
Goldie gonna be on the door? Get it? Goldie gonna be
Good.
on the door?
Yes, yes.
Jangling, jangling.
Jangling, jangling,
Jaylan, Jaylan, Jaylan,
jangling, jangling.
You want that cornbread?
Yeah, you gonna eat your cornbread.
So is that
Yeah.
9 p.m. Central or Eastern?
9 p.m. Central Time on Wednesdays and at 8 o'clock the other days.
Oh, okay, okay. Wednesday and Thursday, I'm normally on here at this time. So I mean, if we do it by 9, then I definitely can swing through.
Yeah,
No problem.
come by and support. I'm trying to build a community
Yeah,
and not follow for follow.
yeah. There you go. Let's go with it.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So I would appreciate it if I see all you guys there because I'm loving the panel. I'm
Wave.
loving
Welcome on a
everybody.
wave.
Huh?
Oh no, I'm just welcoming in people.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm loving the panel. I'm loving the way everybody's engaging. Like I said before, a year ago, it was follow for follow just to get the numbers, but it's not about that no more.
Yeah. Nah. I
Ooh,
feel
she
you.
calls me love. Hey love. I want to join. What we talking about?
Well, we was talking about agreeing to disagree, but we coming down to the end now where I'm about to do my closing thought.
Thoughts.
Closing
Yep.
thought.
Yep.
So, closing thought. Agreeing to disagree only works when both people feel respected afterward. If one person feels dismissed, unheard, or emotionally abandoned, the disagreement actually never ended.
Hmm.
Is
Hmm.
that your closing
I
thought?
disagree with number one, but we respect each other and love each other, so it's okay to disagree. I'm just playing. I'm just
And if
I
your
missed the
man's
whole
feet smell like
podcast.
funky corn chips, accepted.
I just want to say something. I'm
You
throwing these
did.
hearts up, though. Okay.
I know you are. I appreciate you.
He knows the dynamite sticks. He know you ain't.
I'm an M80. Don't mind me. I'm too little to be a dynamite stick.
Man.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the closing of 100 100 with Marlon Bowers. Thank you all so much for joining this evening, and we greatly appreciate you. See you next Wednesday and Thursday, same bad time, same bad channel.
It is.
Radio
We're going to
Buzz.
actually do the topic next week that we supposed to have did yesterday, but ain't nobody showed up yesterday.
Yeah, Ricky, what
Go ahead and
happened?
tell him what that title is, Marlon.
Next week, the title, if y'all hadn't seen it, is called "You Are Enough."
Oh my God.
I'm never enough. I'm too much.
How y'all didn't show up for that yesterday?
I'm too much. I admit
Y'all
it.
didn't show up for that one
Welcome
yesterday,
in,
so.
Bo.
Sometimes you gotta take me in small doses. I'm done.
Hey, ride the
Is that
wave.
gonna be on Wednesday or Thursday?
That's on Wednesday.
That's on Wednesday. Okay.
Thursday, I don't know what the topic gonna be for Thursday. It'll be something crazy.
When is enough enough?
Oh my gosh!
Is enough.
Was that the part 2 that "You Are Enough"?
Yeah, you are enough. And then when is enough enough?
That's gonna be a heck of a topic. I'm telling you right now.
When is enough enough? Let me go and write that down. And
Golly, you should have just went on and sparked off some of it tonight to kind of edge it along, but a lot of it tonight actually would address that topic.
Well,
that's a tweezer teaser.
Well, I mean, the thing about it, right?
It really is.
On the "You Are Enough" part of it, I put like this. My opening statement was this. I don't know if you guys read it or not, but it says some people spend their whole lives trying to become enough for everybody else. Enough to be loved, chosen, respected, desired, or accepted. But what happens when your value has been tied to performance, pain, appearance, money, status, or validation? Yeah. That conversation is about learning the difference between growth and constantly feeling like you must earn your worth.
I like that.
It's a lot of work, folks. That's a lot of work.
Going back to being what we discussed months ago. Is this thing, is it love or is it a contract?
I mean, we can make it a contract, big guy, because I would like a new car too.
With some flowers and cake.
I really just know how to buy them. That's it.
The cars or the cake?
What?
Because he don't know how to buy a cake,
Gwen, no cake. No cake, Gwen. No cake, please. No cake.
You know something. Whatever, man. Whatever.
I can't. Y'all wow.
Yeah.
That was great.
Beautiful, you all. It's been a beautiful night talking with you all.
Yeah.
Hey, DJ.
Always.
What's going on, Star? Hi. Are we going to your page 33? I got on here late. I'm sorry. I miss y'all.
No, you about to be a lone star tonight, sweetheart.
Big guy said he about to go to sleep. He got an early morning.
I'm not doing anything. I really do need to go live. I haven't been live, but I'm not going live tonight. I'm sorry.
Okay. I need to go to bed as well.
Do forgive me.
Hey, so anybody else got a closing thought for tonight?
I'll close with taking accountability for any and all actions that you do to offend your person, and understand that it's like I was saying before. You have to, if you're if you're willing or trying to stay, then you have to give grace to understand that, you know, everything comes with that, not just you asking. You have to answer as well, and that's to any and everything. So I'll leave it at that.
I got
Cool.
one.
Appreciate that. You got one? Go ahead. Make sure you guys are, you know, spend the block with me and follow your boy. You know.
Guar, get me up to 20, Guar.
Always try to do some self evaluation and don't deflect when it comes to your partner. A lot of issues and concern that we throw at someone else's feet are things that we have not dealt with within ourselves.
Boom.
That's a nice land.
Yes.
I have one.
Go
Yeah.
start.
Yeah, my brain
Communication.
works on Wednesdays or Thursdays. Sometimes it depends.
Oh my God.
It,
Communication is key in every relationship, and that's romantic or platonic. And I just want to encourage everyone to just listen to the person that you're communicating with. Not to respond, but to listen to them, to understand, and to be open.
Ooh, that's big.
Yeah.
That's big. Yeah.
Love it.
Before you say, I love you, do you love yourself?
Mm,
Mm.
mm-hmm,
Do
What
you
is
even
love?
know how to love yourself?
what is
Mm-hmm.
love?
mm-hmm. It's a good one.
And what are your love languages?
Mm.
What are your love languages?
There you go.
Mine are physical touch and words of affirmation.
Mm-hmm.
Communication, words of affirmation, and service.
Hmm.
Got to be cake. Lord have
It's okay.
As long as it's strawberry shortcake, I'm good.
Ooh.
I love
With
strawberry
buttercream, not whipped
shortcake.
cream. With buttercream, a nice soft cream.
Peachy,
Yeah.
why it look like you in a movie right now? Like,
Man.
you
You're
muted.
muted.
You muted. You
He's
muted.
muted.
You muted.
Thanks 33. 30 Thursday nights are the nights that I train, and this is the last month of our year for Mary Kay. And so I had to like
Really?
motivate my team, give them strategy and all that good stuff, and help them so they cross the finish line. I finished my B and all my goals pretty much.
Okay.
But
How they do it?
Clap, Marlon. Clap, Marlon. Clap, clap. Good. No, no,
Oh,
no.
so
Give
here
him
you
a
go. Hold
sign.
up.
Clap. Yeah.
Where's the
Congratulations. Good job.
hold up. We're
Cheers,
gonna get the
I just
real
want
cheers.
to
We gonna
real
find it.
claps up here.
I literally just wanted to help them finish their goals. That's why I'm a sales director. So I'm
Ooh.
just trying my best to
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Hey.
let my hair down, laugh and have a good time moment with my brother. So, that's why.
For sure.
That's what's up.
Appreciate you. So what's your closing thought, Peachy? Coming in late.
The topic isn't pinned, bro. Let's see.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
pinned.
it got buried. It got buried.
It got
I,
buried.
I'll go
Is
get
it
it.
is
There you go.
agreeing to disagree actually mature or just avoiding the truth?
Yeah, yeah, that's
That's
it.
it. Oh, okay. I think that in this situation that you literally have to use wisdom. Sometimes agreeing to disagree is the way instead of saying okay or whatever is a way to put the conversation on pause and give people time to reconvene and come back maybe and readdress the topic. I don't think
Okay.
it's actually avoiding the truth. I think it's actually sometimes using wisdom to not ruin a whole situation over a conversation where communication is not actually going back and forth the right way because of something outside of the context of the conversation is actually now in control. So I think that sometimes it can be mature. However, I did hear somebody say the context of what's the motive behind agreeing to disagree, to walk away so that you don't have to face the truth. So I think it's based off of a situation or scenario by scenario thing. However, I do think that agreeing to disagree sometimes is just a person using wisdom so they can come. Well, for me, it's me asking for a recess so I can come back later.
Get that. Anybody else got a closing thought? Busy?
I do. I'm about to go lay down.
Oh my God.
Good night.
I'm already there.
Good night, everybody.
All right, well, we're gonna drop you down.
Nighty night.
V8,
Good
Thank you,
night,
Brother Bear.
family.
V8,
Good luck with your
5.0,
car.
5.0.
See you guys next
If you really can afford to get the super snake.
on Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, Real McCoy, I'm gonna drop you down.
Later.
All right, y'all have a good night.
You too.
Star, I'm gonna drop you down too.
All right. Good night.
Later, Star.
Bye, guys.
Hey, you see how big I looked over? He said,
Later, Star.
Listen, don't.
She right next to him. Yes,
I want a road trip. Let's go.
he is too.
What you talking about, Peachy Tay?
I'm riding around and getting it. There go my brother right there. What's up, Suki Blaze? I'm not the last one in here. Yes.
You late, bruh. You late, Captain. My bad. I didn't send it to you either, though.
no, he came through. He came through. All right, Star, I'm gonna drop you down, love.
All right,
You
thank you.
got it. Ain't nothing shaking.
Busy, you still there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
All right, man. You got any closing thoughts before we go?
Not really, man. I guess just communication. Yeah, that's key. So
That's it.
keep the communication tight and strong.
There it is. Juju. Good night, Juju. All right, then, brother.
Good
Catch you
night.
next week, man. I'll catch you on your next live. I know you'll probably be going live tomorrow. Busy. You be going live tomorrow?
Oh, you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I will.
Okay. I'll catch it.
All right.
All right. Czar.
We're
Appreciate all
almost
the
made
taps,
it,
my
man.
brother.
We got it
Huh?
to 16. Appreciate you.
Yeah, you got us to 16, man. So.
Next time, man, I need you to pick them up. I don't have that much, but I'll go ahead. I'll drop you a couple of donuts. Appreciate you, Doc.
Drop him a couple donuts, man.
I can't get cake, but he give G.
Oh my! You know what? Let me get this tag. About this goddamn cake.
You come to Georgia, I'm gonna make you a cake, and you'll see why I like cake.
Come on, can you really bake?
You can.
All right, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
I'll show you my text messages with people texting me asking me to make cakes.
I need 2 more new followers.
Well, if I make sweet potato pie, you might go crazy like the rest of these folk.
I make sweet potato pie too. Let's try it out.
You can't. No, you don't stand a chance. I give you the cake all day, but sweet potato pie, you're not gonna win.
And you better not have no strings in it.
Peachy,
I like strings.
I'm telling you, Peachy Tay, trust me. You're not gonna be able to. You're not. You can't. Ask Silky, help her.
His eyeballs. I see the eyeballs.
Silky, help her. Tell her play with something safe. I'm Black Dynamite, baby.
Come on. I got two stand-up mixers. Come on. Bring your supplies. Okay. I got a nice kitchen.
All right. I hear you.
What I need? What I supposed to have 5 or 6 new followers? What I need?
Just 5. How many you got? Let me see.
4.
I'm gonna follow you, bro.
Oh, we got just follow. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 5 now. Yep. Well, look, man, y'all go hold it down. I'm about to go eat some oxtails.
Oh, why you had to say that, man?
Hey, man.
That's messed up. God.
We talking about cake and pie 33. We need some oxtails.
Hey, Well,
Daggone
be
food.
glad I ain't walked downstairs and showed the plate.
I'm gone,
You
man.
gonna
Put
take a
me
picture
down.
anyways? I ain't like.
Put me down, man. Put me down. I don't want to talk about it. Just go and put
Hey,
me
I was
down.
just waiting for you to come on and get a route in Houston. That's it.
Actually next week. I'm there next week.
What day?
No, I'm gonna do my reset. I'm gonna do my reset. I have a friend that's having a birthday, so I'm going
What
to
day? You know?
hang out.
Oh,
I
shoot.
should be there. Wait a minute, let's see.
Wednesday, Thursday.
Right? Because don't say nothing slick. Because you know Peachy will take a flight. Just yeah, Peachy will come on here.
I need to get on the airplane. Let's go,
I don't know what you're waiting on. Shit, come on.
man.
The 28th, the 28th through the 30th.
You said
Oh,
the
Sunday, Monday,
28th.
Tuesday.
You said the what day?
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, the last week of June. Monday, Tuesday, the last week of June.
Yeah, I'm trying to wait to stop echoing.
I'm so country.
Okay, 28th through the 30th. Let's see. That's Sunday. Let me see what I can work out. I might end up just being off or something. I know I can't be off on that Monday, but I might get finagle something on that Tuesday.
So the 30th is on what?
Tuesday.
A Tuesday. All right. So yeah, probably like yeah, probably like the 28th, the 29th, and the 30th. And then leaving on the 31st. But I may end up doing the
Leaving on the
29th,
first.
30th, and then the 31st.
No, 31st. First.
I meant the first. Yeah.
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 Okay.
But I'll let you know for sure.
All right. Bet that.
Yeah. I'll let you know.
Okay. All
Yep.
right, Jar. Let me drop the jar down right quick.
All right, Goran. Peace out,
All
brother.
right, Jar. Appreciate you.
We'll catch you later.
Big guy. Mahalo.
All right, big dog. Bye, Peachy.
Bye, big guy.
Yes.
Bro, I was late. My apologies.
You good. You are absolutely good. Yeah, I had got your message yesterday. I was like, yeah, I came in. Ain't nobody was there. I was like, all right, I'm going to eat.
Oh, okay. I understand that.
Yeah. Well, go get you some rest. You yawning.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired. I've been like, oh my gosh, working.
Yeah. You back home?
Not yet. Hopefully, the 27th probably,
Okay.
unless they put me on like MedCon. But
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have a break to go home, and they might start me back.
I got you.
I might be back up here July for like them 15 days because I don't want to go to Japan. Well, we'll see. Oh, I got me a slice of cake. Big guy threw me a slice of cake.
He done gave you 10 slices of cake. There it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, then. Thank you, big guy. That's my guy right there. Oh, buddy.
Tell you, man, cool people, man. Cool people. Well, look, I'm going to holler.
All right. Good night, bro. Love you.
Good night. Love you too. And everybody else, you guys have a good night. See y'all next week.